Yeah, so how's that, Celo? Yes, I see. Celo's working out. Oh, yeah, son. I see Celo has crashed. Yes. I say, what's going on around here? Y'all want to dabble in that Celo, did you say? Yeah, I gotcha. Y'all thought you knew what you're talking about, Vincenzo, yes, say. And now you've been fleeced, hosted, and shysted as Celo's crashing 33% overnight like Vincenzo. Good afternoon, morning on this beautiful post-stormy late June, midsummer day in the greater Roseville metropolitan area in the great state of Michigan. After we had tornadoes, a flash flooding, and all kinds of shit yesterday. But real quick, after my extensive video that I just did not have volume on it because I didn't check, and every time I don't check, it doesn't have volume. Quant. You have a head and shoulders topping reversal pattern. See that? This is what you got going on here. Head and shoulders topping reversal pattern in the daily time frame. And you got about 10 days to trade down the head, then you're going to hit the neckline, and you're going to pump up the right shoulder, and then you're going to crash, and your targeted move is down at $30 in Quant. In Celo, I took a lot of shit yesterday because you fucking jabronis thought this thing was going to keep pumping, but it's about to crash and roll over on itself. When with our industry exclusive drawing tool, most of you probably bought up there. This thing's crashing within 10 days down to $2.40, and eventually we'll be sitting down there in the shit house, right? Dogecoin's doing the same thing. You have a descending triangle, and you have a few days left in this pattern, and you can trade like this for a few days, and then eventually you're going to come all the way down to our underneath target. We need to get rid of that. To our underneath target at the bottom of the shit house. Not that low. Somewhere around there. You're going to come down in Dogecoin, you know. It's going to take some time. You got a few weeks left in this descending triangle, so you're probably going to trade something similar to the white. Same thing with Bitcoin. They're all following it. You can see this descending triangle is beautiful. And you got upper resistance at 35,351, and then you got till August, the first week of August, to break out of this triangle, and your lower support is 30,951. Litecoin's the same thing, and then eventually you're coming to the shit house, and you're in the same descending triangle. You can see it beautifully here. You have a few. You're gonna probably trade in that blue range until you break down. Upper resistance is downward trending. Now it's at about $150. Lower support's at $114, right? Put a better price target. Lower support in this descending triangle is $114. You think I'm done with you, Vincenzo? I'm unfleeced, heisted, and shysted. Because I didn't listen to you, and I'm out for blood now. I'm gonna get a hold of you for shorting ride blockchain. You scumbag, sadomasochist. You better hope I don't get my teeth on you. I lost in Waco style. The FBI burned it down. Dollars, and then the beginning of the shit house where you're going to break down to is $66.46. That's been a long-standing call since Litecoin was at about $400, and now we're almost there. And tomorrow is Commodity Monday, all right? And very quickly, I want to show you the power of owning gold, right? Gold versus the US dollar. This is the power of owning gold. In 1913, gold, $100,000. Cash, $100,000. Gold value today, $4.5 million in purchasing power. Cash, $4,500. from 1913 to 2013. So these have got even worse now. The cash is probably worth 2,000, and the gold is probably worth 5 million. Gold has outperformed cash by more than 4,500%. The U.S. dollar has lost 96% of its purchasing power due to the criminal gangster cartel debasing your money. This chart shows the amount of gold worth 100,000 in 1913 when the criminal gangster cartel was created. Now gold is worth $4.5 million today, while $100,000 held for the same period of time is now only worth $4,000 in purchasing power. Sinking the dollar by debasing the currency from the criminal gangster cartel has lost 96% of its value since 1913. Since the criminal gangster started debasing and inflating the U.S. dollar in 1913, because expanding the money supply is inflation, and the cause of that is rising prices and loss of purchasing power. It has done nothing but erode American families' wealth. That's why you have to work longer hours and you have a shittier standard of living every year. Okay, if your family had reserved for you $100,000 in 1913 and you tried to spend it today, the economy, it would not carry you very far, since the criminal gangster cartel has been debasing and expanding the money supply since 1913. How much things cost in 1913? Average cost of new home, $6,500. Average wage per year, $1,600. Gallon of gas, 10 cents. Rent, $17 a month. Loaf of bread, 6 cents. Average price of...
Oh no, Vincenzo's exchanging some fiat US dollars for gold and silver bullion and coinage, real coinage. He's going to be fleeced and heisted and shysted by the gold and silver bullion and coins. He's going to purchase a half ounce of gold right now because gold dipped, and some silver bullion and coins.
New car, $600. Now it's like $30,000. Nicely tailored suit is like $2,500 now. How much things cost in 2013? Average new home, $250,000. In 2021, the average new home is $400,000. Average wages per year is probably up to $40,000. Now it was $39,000. Average gallon of gas is about the same now, $3.70. Thanks Joe Biden, the communist. Average cost to rent a home, $800 a month. It's now like $1,200 in Southeast Michigan. A loaf of bread is now more like $3. Average price of new car. Remember when I did this with chickens? When I did U.S. currency to chickens and the chickens were winning, and I did U.S. currency to eggs and the eggs were winning? This is the same thing here, and it's because the criminal gangster cartel, the Federal Reserve, has been debasing your currency since 1913. If you factor in expenses such as energy, which has skyrocketed, insurance skyrocketed, tuition out the roof because government's taken over that, and medical costs because government's got involved in that skyrocketing. It's easy to see $100,000 today does not buy very much in today's economy, although it would have bought plenty in 1913. In 1913, for example, you could have bought 15 new homes before the criminal gangster cartel was created, but today you could not even buy one. And as a matter of fact, in 2021, you can only buy about a quarter of a new house for that. In the last decade, the United States dollar has taken a nosedive at an alarming rate, and this is even more powerful why you don't hold cash or your local currency, fiat, wherever you're at, and you don't hold currency, because it's not money. Money has to hold value. That's the key thing that makes it money, and a key thing that makes this currency in fiat is it does not hold value, right? Let's say you deposited or put $100,000 in the bank, in a criminal gangster cartel bank in 2000. Today it's only worth about $74,000, and that was only through 13 years. So this is only worth about $40,000 now. If you purchased $100,000 of gold bullion and silver, or gold bullion for this example, in 2000, 13 years later, it's worth $530,000. So since 2000, the dollar has been debased 27% in 13 years, while gold has appreciated and maintained and gained 530% purchasing power. That's the power of owning gold. That's what we're going to get more into on Commodity Mondays and Fiscal and Monetary Policy Fridays, as well as the rest of the week, because you guys need to understand what debasing of a currency and inflation really does, and the power of holding real money, God's money, gold and silver, right? Like, subscribe, and share. Peace and love.
Say, Phil, can you say, man, you see that big eye? Don't be. Direct eyebrow. Phil, you see, Phil, look at me. Right here, Phil. Phil, sign, Phil, direct eyebrow.
Look at my little swirl on top of my head. I'm not a financial advisor. Nor do I play one on my own radio show. This is education and entertainment only, Phil. Phil, I don't think I got my point across, Phil. You seem to want to be the Rex eyebrow. You're not listening to me, Phil. I'm going to have my eyes wide open right now. I am not a financial advisor, nor do I play one on this radio show. This is strictly, can you see that, Phil? Entertainment and educational only. Phil, write it down, take a note, Phil, or I'm going to sue you.